Hello and welcome back to Bible Basics. Today we're talking about God and money. Today we're going to cover two specific topics: what God says about money and how we should honor God with our money. So the main reason why I want to do this video is because I saw this video online. This pastor told the ushers to lock the doors. I'm sure you guys seen the videos, and they wanted to reach a certain goal of a certain amount of money, and everyone had to be faithful and put like $1,000 or something like that to reach a certain goal. And I just feel like that's a lot of people's view on church and money, where the church just wants your money. They don't really care how they're delivering the message as long as they get your money. That seems to be like the same point. So I wanted to clear some things up and really show what God says about money more than anything else. So first of all, God does not think money is evil. What God thinks is that the love of money is evil. So let's read. 1 Timothy 6:10. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Some people, eager for money, have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs. All it really comes down to is if you rely more on money or God. If you're getting your faith and your peace from money or God. Are you worshiping money or God? And I want to make another thing clear. There's hundreds of examples of athletes, actors, musicians, all those people who are top of their game who don't have God. But the thing is, money will never satisfy you. Money will never fill that hole in your heart. You'll always be looking for more. That's why I think a lot of these really famous people are into like a lot of weird stuff, because they're always looking for satisfaction, trying to get that rush, that feeling of peace, of comfort from anything else that isn't God. And another thing I want to clear up too is that God gives us talents. God gives us gifts that we're supposed to use. We should be able to profit off what the gifts that God has given us. If you have a really good business mind, you should open a business and you should make money off of that. If you're a talented musician, you should sing and you should make money off of that. We should make money off the talents that God has given us. That's not a bad thing. But the thing is, we have to make sure that we're honoring God with our money. And how do we honor God with our money? It's simple, through tithes. So the background of tithes is God gave the Israelites, and he told them to give 10% of all their income to those less fortunate. And you don't have to do 10%, it's just kind of a benchmark, but it's not about the money, it's more about trusting God. It's about trusting that God will provide for you, and that money that you're using will bless the other person, the recipient. So let's read Luke 21, 1-4, that really hammers this point home. As Jesus looked up, he saw the rich putting their gifts into the temple treasury. He saw a poor widow put in 2 small copper coins. Truly I tell you, he said, this poor widow has put in more than all the others. All these people gave their gifts out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in all she had to live on. Tithing is more about trusting God that he'll provide even when it doesn't seem that way. You've probably heard this message before and you're apprehensive about giving money to the church, which is totally fine. Here's how you can do your tithes. For example, how I do my tithes, I do half to the church and then half to the less fortunate. I still like the church I go to, and I think they've been blessing me enough that I want to contribute to that as well. But also, I like to see my faith in action. I like to see God move. So what I do is I keep the other half in my wallet and I pray over it. I said, God, please show me where to allocate these funds to. Like, who do you want to be blessed? Who do you want this to be a change in their life for? And so I pray for it, and surely enough, God will show me a need. And I'm like, okay, this is what it's for. This isn't my money, this is God's money. And when you have that mentality, it changes totally different. You start thinking about need. You start looking needs around you. It keeps you from being selfish. It keeps you from always wanting more. It keeps you from like, okay, how can I earn more so I can give more? It kind of changes your mentality on money, and it kind of loosens that sort of grip that we have on money as a society, where we're relying on money, where money is our security and not God. Because if God's our security, it doesn't matter how much money we have. We know we're going to be okay. Money is just a tool. Or let's read Luke 6:38. Give and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. For the measure you use, it will be measured to you. So God was saying we will be blessed if we bless someone else. And it won't always be monetary. Sometimes you'll be blessed through peace, through clarity, through vision of your future and how to navigate your next steps. That will happen as well. Sometimes you will get blessed monetary. I've experienced it myself. But also, you shouldn't be expecting that either. Like, your mentality shouldn't be like, oh, I want to give money so I can get money back. No, God's not an ATM like that. But it will give you kind of the release of the hold on money, and then it will trust you on God, and that in turn will be what blesses you. And then you would sometimes receive money monetarily, but that's not the point of it. It is a byproduct of it, but it's not the end result. And lastly, you might be watching this video and you're like, well, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Like, I'm barely making it by. My credit cards are maxed out. Like, you're asking me to give money away when I need the money myself, and I completely get it. Honestly, it's not about the amount, it's about the obedience. It's about trusting God that he's going to provide for you. And it doesn't have to be a huge amount. It could be like $20. If 10% is a lot to give, don't give 10%. It's going to bankrupt you. What you need to do is trust God with a little bit, and then he'll bless you with a little bit. You see the returns of what you're doing, and you'll see the power behind it, and then you'll be motivated to want to give more. But honestly, I think $20 will go a huge way blessing someone. Like, that's a meal, that's a tank of gas, that's a lot of things that you can use that money for to bless someone else. Or you can just let it accumulate, and then if there's like a huge need, it's ready to go. You have it ready. It always keep in the frame of mind of like, oh, I want to help people, I want to use this money for someone else. So I want to read 2 Corinthians 9:7. Each of you should give what you have decided in your heart, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver. It's all about doing with a cheerful heart. If it feels like $20 is too much, then you shouldn't do it, because you're not gonna have the right mentality of it. You know, you're gonna want to spend it. So if you have the right mentality, be like, you set up this money apart for God, for people who are in need, then God will bless you, and then you'll see the returns, and then you're like, okay, you know what, this is true, so I'm gonna keep doing it, and then you're gonna reach a higher benchmark. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, comment down below, like, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.